Hello everyone, welcome. It's Wednesday, 2 o'clock, and that means
Dynamic Duo.
only I'm not Nancy, obviously. Nancy is still away, so Heather asked me to fill in for Nancy. So here we are, and what are we doing today, Heather?
Wax seals. We've had a lot of interest in this. We personally were kind of on the fence about it, but then we watched a couple videos and
Down the rabbit hole.
we both went really quickly, and we're having so much fun with it, and obviously we want to share our passion for it with everybody else.
Yes, exactly. So right now we're carrying wax seal products from Spellbinders, but I'm also looking at waffle flour and honeybee, I believe, as well. And I can't remember. I know definitely waffle flour and honeybee. So we'll be bringing in lots more products. So stay tuned. Now, what is our demo deal for today? Dynamic demo deal, Spellbinders. 25% off all Spellbinders, including anything we have left of wax seals, because that's going to be going fast.
Yes, lots on reorder. So I know everybody's going to be quickly online, and
Yeah.
we have a crowd here.
Yeah.
I wanted to know where all the things are, but
Yeah.
they've been flying out of the store.
So the deal is everything on Spellbinders except for the Beta Press, which just launched on Saturday, and any of the Spellbinders machines. But everything else Spellbinders
25%
is
off.
25% off. So yeah, and I put the link here in the live so you will have access to it right away. Well, should we get started?
Let's get started.
Okay, let me move our camera down. Actually, let me pull this up.
Did you talk about the crafty cloths?
No.
Oh, and I can do that, Glenn. Good intro. We have restocked the Crafty Cloths by Cassandra.
Oops,
I
I'll
know
keep
a
this
lot of
up.
people. Hi, yes, back here, I'm here. These flew out of the store when we had them in here a couple weeks ago. So it's a pack of 2 cloths created by our own craft consultant, Cassandra, which is why they're called Crafty Cloths by Cassandra. It is a tongue twister. Beautiful cloths. You can purchase them in-store or online. When you purchase online, just be forewarned, you get what you get because there's all different patterns.
Some Tim Holtz fabrics.
Yeah, there is beautiful fabrics there. So you get one that's great, smooth kind of linen fabric. I'm not even sure.
Sackcloth.
Sackcloth.
Yeah.
Great for cleaning all your stamps and supplies. And then one has a little bit more of a scrubby side. So,
Yeah.
anyways, back in stock. Crafty Cloths by Cassandra.
Okay.
Okay, let's play with some wax. And yes, we are going to light a candle in a paper store. Maybe not our best idea, but we're going to contain
Maybe
this.
not the best idea.
Yes.
Just wait, let me raise this up because it's a bit low.
Bottle of water beside you.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
have a
right.
bottle of
Yeah,
water
I'm
beside
surprised
you.
Glenn's not up here with the fire extinguisher. Okay, there we are, Heather. Perfect.
Good, good. Okay,
So what does it look like when they buy their kit?
when you purchase the kit, is this the right side here? Yes. You get this beautiful box. It has this is going to be around it. Don't throw this away because on the inside is your instructions. Okay, hang on to that. I did crumple it up and put it away and then watched a YouTube video, and the first thing she said was the instructions were inside there. So I pulled that back out. So then when you open your box, this is just lovely. Pull it out, and here's everything you need.
This also comes in
and
it.
your mat. The mat's in there as well. So you get your mat, your silicone mat that you're going to be working on. You get your little tea light holder. You get a wax seal stamp. This one, I think the one that comes in the kit says for you, right?
This one.
Yes, for you. You get a spoon. Mine is not the cleanest right now, but that's okay. And you get a container of gold wax beads. So that's everything in your beautiful kit. The one thing it does not contain is a tea light, so you will need to provide your own tea lights. All right, put the box away. And
So I don't know if we still have any of these left, but
these are also out of stock.
okay,
Yeah?
so I've reordered these. These are your storage containers for all your wax beads. So, and they do come with removable, the plastic things in here are removable. So there's actually 6 I've taken out of here, but you can actually store these in here if mine wasn't full of wax beads, but these are also made to store in there as well.
But we have so many beads.
I know, so many beads.
So many beads. So yeah, so you just light your candle, your little tea light.
Yep.
You put your little holder over it. And voila.
Voila.
Ready to roll. You got your little spoon. Mine does have some gunk in there, but you know what? I'm going to add more beads to that and it will just all come together.
Okay, so we did a few samples because once we started making our basic ones, which was, you know, there's one of my basic ones there. And then we started chatting. Heather and I were like, oh, I wonder if you could use this. I wonder if you can use that. So I had some gilding flakes. So I put gilding flakes in mine, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, that was a really cool effect.
And then I also had, we did have these in stock. I believe we're sold out now. These are the Marvy Uchida markers, gold, silver, and rose gold. And I colored mine like that. So that's also a really good idea.
Yes.
What else did you do?
Well, same thing. I used the marker. So this one was using the mandala press seal thing. What do we call these?
Brass seal.
Brass seal.
Yeah.
So, and then I used the silver marker over that one. This one I completely colored in with the gold, but you can just take your pen and highlight the image. These foil pens are amazing on wax.
They are,
Super
yeah.
easy to use.
But we're also going to show you some other things that you can use as well.
Yes.
I know I had to take mine off. It's like mine's smoking.
I know.
I shouldn't have left it on there.
Here's, we were talking about like using one color. So this is a one color seal, okay? The really pretty green one or whatever. I'm not sure the name of that green. And then I thought, well, let's mix some colors. So I did a couple of the pink beads and a gold bead, and then I just used a toothpick or even just like your piercer. And just while it's in your little container, I just did a little swirl. So you get these beautiful different color combinations. Pink
Yeah.
and white.
I did
This
the
is
silver
cool.
and blue. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I did this one. So you're maybe wondering, how did I do a square? Well, I was looking around my craft room and I've got my waffle flower stamp pad holder for the mini square ink pads. So I grabbed that out, poured my wax in it, and made this wax mold in the square. Then I had a little bit of wax left, so what I did is I poured the wax on here, whatever was left, and then put my seal on the red wax and pulled it away. So I left a second seal
unique.
on the square. And then here's one where I added a pearl from Spellbinders.
25% off.
Yeah, 25% off. So yeah, very cool.
So when you get started, so because I had a little bit of wax left in my spoon, I decided to just add 3 beads. If your spoon is completely clean, you can start with 3 or 4 beads. So it really doesn't matter. You just get maybe a different width on the excess around your seal. So you're gonna play with that just to see what you like best, what effect you like best. So here I just have my paper piercer, and because it's easy to clean off, I like to use that to swirl.
So when
And it's melted, and don't let it bubble, just let it melt.
I've put 4 gold ones in mine.
And then you just drop it on your silicone mat. And I find if I drop it from about 1 inch to 2 inches high, and then you're supposed to just let it cool on there, but because I'm just gonna keep going, I'm just gonna make some more. I'm gonna do a different color blend. I'll just put it in. And while it's cooling and without waiting too long, get your seal and try to be centered and push it in.
You have a steady touch.
I felt like I was shaking.
Oh.
So I'm normally sitting to do this too, right? And then just let it sit there for a second. I think the instructions say 10 to 20 seconds. You could leave it for 30 seconds. You could leave it for a minute.
Yeah.
It's all going to depend on how much wax beads you put in there too. If it's thicker, it's going to take a little more time to cool down where you can pull it off,
Right.
right? That's pretty. So is this the gold that was in the kit, Julia?
This is the gold from the kit. So I'm just going to go straight in to do something crazy, and I'm going to use some of the gilding flakes. Nobody sneeze.
Nobody sneeze.
Don't sneeze because they'll go flying everywhere.
Yes.
So again, you want to drop it pretty much right in the center, and it'll make a nice round blob of wax. And then I'm going to take, just going to kind of sprinkle it on top. There we go. And then I'm going to take my wax seal and try and be as steady as Heather. Press that in there. It is so addicting. I know you and I, when we were both doing it that one night, we're texting back and forth going,
Look at this.
oh my gosh, look what I
at
created.
this.
It's amazing.
And here's a tidbit for everybody to know, especially as a beginner. Say you do one, you're not so crazy about the way it turned out. It doesn't have the perfect edge. Maybe you're just, nitpicking it too much. Because it's good. It's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Melt it again.
Yep.
There's no waste. If you don't like it, put it back in the spoon, redo it.
I did see that you can reheat it up to 3 different times, and then after that, it kind of, the wax can go a little bit weird. But I reheated, I think it was this one, reheated it 3 times, and I mean, it's fine. It's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So if you're going to change your colors, then once the spoon's cooled off just a little bit, just wipe it out. And you're going to get the soot on the bottom of your spoon. That just wipes off. For the most part.
Yeah, I did find I used baking soda.
Oh.
And I had an old scrubby soap, so it didn't have any soap left. But I used baking soda, a little bit of water, and scrubbed it, and it mostly came off.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Same with the mat. You're going to end up getting soot, wax, little bits of stuff on the mat. It cleans up really, really quite well as well.
So I'm trying to add pixie sparkles.
I'm going to get out my glitter and add that. Yep. All right. So anyways, this one is definitely...
Look,
Oh, see?
I went off. But you know what? I'm going to remelt this, and I'll do it again.
And then it just peels off. And it's ready.
Gorgeous.
That color's cool.
I
That's
love that.
Just blue and silver mixed for the audience.
Yeah, so you can see there how I definitely did not do that really well. It's a little bit off center. And so what I'm going to do,
What color should we do?
you can throw the whole thing in, but I find it melts a little bit faster if you just give it a couple of snips, just snip it into smaller pieces.
Sure.
There we go. I'm just going to snip it into some smaller pieces, and I'm just going to throw that in there to melt again. Here's the first one I did. It's cool to the touch. That one has the gilding flakes in it. Oops. That one had the gilding flakes in it. So you can see I've pressed it into the wax, and now it's there. It's good to stay.
And I just had a request for a blue and green mixture. And because my spoon was completely clean, I'm going to do 4 beads in there. And this one will be cool now. And you get a mandala. And that one will be very pretty, I think, with the silver foil pen. And just highlight that. See, they're going to...
Okay, show us.
Okay, sure, I can do that. Actually, I'm going to wait until this melts because if I get preoccupied, you know what's going to happen. I do recommend when you're doing this in your craft space, make sure everything else is out of the way. Your papers, your other projects have a clean space because you will end up getting some of the soot and whatnot.
Yeah.
You have a candle, it's inevitable. Or like Julia, gilding flakes.
Gilding flakes everywhere.
So you just, to avoid getting any mess on your other projects, have a completely clean surface. And having a big splat mat, something like this also underneath is excellent for cleanup as well.
Okay, I don't see any questions, but if you have any questions, put them in the comments and Heather and I can answer them.
This one I'm not going to swirl, I'm just going to dump it as is.
Oh, daring.
Daring. And then what,
Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous.
That's pretty. What seal do we want, ladies? Mandala, happy birthday for you.
Happy for you.
For you?
There's the For You one that I did. Now, if you're wondering, we did mention the pens, and those are great. They work really well.
Oh, see, this one's going all a little bit funky, but I might be able to save it.
But there are other things you can use. And one of them is stencil butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a little bit. Actually, I'll take some out of the lid. I don't like sticking my fingers in the product in thing just in case. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit out there, close that up tight, and I'm just gonna grab some on my finger. And then you need a light touch. I'm not known for a light touch, but you can do a light touch over the raised area. And there, I've just kind of colored the words there using stencil butter.
Yes.
So yeah, stencil butter you can do, like I said, the metallic pens. We also tried the waxes. The waxes from Prima work beautifully.
Absolutely, because you just can put a little bit on your finger and just wipe it on the image.
Yep.
I have one I can show. What color is this? Ash gray. Oh, it's pretty dark.
So I had green in there. I added 3 beads of white. I wanted to go a little bit
That's
lighter.
a pretty color.
Just gonna leave that sitting there for a minute. Oh, there it is.
You can see how these are addictive, right?
If you're gonna get out the stuff, you might as well do a bunch,
Do a bunch.
which is kind of like what I have here. Now, did you show your cards yet?
I have not.
Oh,
So I'm just picking up some of the waxes, the antique wax. So any of your mediums, give it a whirl. Your paints, your markers, your waxes, your stencil butters, all the things, give it a whirl.
yeah. We even tried the paint from Prima.
Yeah.
We tried that. I don't remember which one it was. So I actually put 6 beads in here. I found that 6 beads is what fills up my square. So I'm gonna do 6 beads.
I wanted to put glitter on that one. I forgot.
That one turned
That's
out really
so nice.
pretty.
Yes,
Isn't that
I love
gorgeous?
that was what, white and
White and green.
Mostly white and then a few of these from the previous one. Oh, I love
And
that.
this
This
was-
is the one you didn't stir?
No, I didn't stir it, and I did 2 blue beads and 2 green beads. So pretty, right? And the edges are they're not totally even. Oh, wow. It's cute.
Henry VIII weren't.
No,
See? There you
the original
go.
ones
Well,
were.
you can buy those maps that make them.
Yes.
Make them perfect, yes.
So I put a little bit of stencil butter on that one. You can see I got it on the edge. I actually really like it because it was really light, but look at that. That's so pretty.
So this is just the Deco-Color markers. These are the metallic markers that have been recommended to use with your wax seals. And if you just use the light touch, you can highlight the image you've created with your seal. And you don't want to push down on these, of course, because the ink comes running out in a hurry. But a light touch and super fun way to brighten up your image.
I think that is melted.
How pretty is that? And we have a gold and a rose gold as well. I think that's a rose gold on silver.
I just
Or silver
remembered,
and blue mix.
just remembered at home I was using my heat tool to push it in the corners. So I may not get a perfect square.
Oh, you're using your heat tool.
I was
on it.
using, yeah, once I poured it, I used my heat tool to get it into the corners because it was keeping the wax then really liquidy and pliable and it would move really well, but I'm gonna try and just tip it. It does start solidifying fairly quickly. And then I'm going to take some Pixie Sparkles and add some Pixie Sparkles. Now I could leave it just like that and just have that. That would be
Yeah.
gorgeous. I could pop a flower on top of that, something. But I will go ahead and stick my wax seal in it. So the edges had already started to solidify. I kind of waited a little bit too long.
Yeah, it dries.
It dries
these
very
cool
fast.
Very fast.
Yeah.
So don't put down the wax and go make a coffee.
Yeah.
That's the nice part about them because within minutes you're ready to put them on a card or your envelope or whatever, right?
That blue and green one would look nice with that peacock paper.
Very.
So even if you just have a little bit left, you can still pour it out, put your wax seal in it, and you could get like a little one just like this, right? So you could just then use some adhesive and pop it on anything. It doesn't have to be the entire thing. You can do something.
It might smell because
Yeah, so you can see here, the edges had started to solidify, so when I put my thing in it, but you know what? I still like it, or I could just chop it up, melt it again, and do it over.
that's cool though. And
Or cut the
really-
edges off, I
the
could,
pixie
yeah.
sparkles are really
Yeah, the pixie sparkles really add that gorgeous
they
shimmer
are.
to
Yes,
it.
they do.
So, yeah, there you go.
They finer than this sparkle?
Yes,
Yes, they are, yeah.
They are finer than that. So you have the things, try the things, pull it out and try it with your wax seals.
So there's one of
Oh,
those.
look, it's just tiny.
Yeah, just a tiny one.
The pixie sparkles are really fun with water. So you can use it if you lay down on your watercolor paper, put down some water, and then you can sprinkle that on top,
And it stays.
and it stays, yeah. Or you can pick it up with a water brush and like highlight areas of an image or something. They're very, very pretty.
And then you can even take your, and I didn't think about this until Nancy MN brought a card in, and she had this gorgeous jewel right in the center of it, and it actually looked amazing. I'm just gonna see if I can find it.
Another way to use your bling.
Another way to use bling, that's right, because we have a little bit of it.
And I had some wax dried in mine, so I just heated it for a second and it wiped out very easy. Clean.
Frozen pearl. I want that one.
Oh, gorgeous.
So
Not even-
I did
do we
use
have-
glue.
Questions here? I'm not sure.
So I just use glue. Of course, it needs to dry. But just how gorgeous that is. So I'm going to set that aside, see if we can get that adhesive to dry, and I'll show it to you at the end. I would think that the Tim Holtz Distress crayons would work well. Yes, you're probably right. Do I have any here? I don't think I do. But yes, any of those things would work as well. Oh, hello, Nancy. Nancy B is watching.
Okay, I'm gonna make one more. Try to remember to put my glitter in this time.
So somebody's saying, have you tried the Honeybee Silicone Craft Mat? I have a couple of them.
Oh.
Or do you mean the one with the circles? I couldn't remember if it was them with the one with the circles.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
I'll just show one of my card samples I made. So this is a Spellbinders embossing folder, which happens to be on sale right now for demo deal. And this cute little cutting die that would be perfect for a seal. So this is sealed bouquet. How fitting. So I put that together, and then over top where I had my branches come together and layer, I put one of my seals. And they're super lightweight, so they're not adding any bulk or weight to your projects. And yep, just applied with a sealed wax seal stamp adhesive circle. So pretty. Just adds a little something different to your cards.
Absolutely.
On this one, I use the same embossing folder. I use a pink fresh dye actually for this. We do have something very similar from Spellbinders
On
coming
the
back
way.
in stock.
Yeah.
I ended up using this die set. This
What's-
one here
what's
makes
that
it
one
really
called?
cool. This one is Wraparound Elements. Okay. So for this one, I used a teal seal with the silver foil pen over top. Okay, I better get ready to pour this. Better get ready with my
It's just so much fun. You kind of feel a little bit like a
Artist.
scientist and mixing these things and pouring and pressing.
Look at
And
that.
oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh.
Ooh, that's cool.
So you're using diamond dust. Oh my word. I don't even know if I'd press a seal into that. It's so gorgeous.
Pretty.
It's so pretty. And see, this is the thing. It's like every single time things will look different.
And this was 4 beads. I did 2 teal, 2 white on this one. Okay, I'm gonna blow this out now. that is fun. On this card here, I also use this Pink Fresh die set again. Thank you to my studio audience. I use this fringe border die. Just made this fun fringe on here. I used a gold foil cardstock with this die here, and then finished it off on top with another seal.
Fun.
And this one I just did this kind of last minute, but I think I'll go over this image with the gold foil pen.
Yeah,
I think that will
definitely.
really pop. I just love them.
Just going back to see if we had any. Oh yeah, there we go.
So, addictive?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just so fun.
That turned out awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Very
matchy, matchy.
Yeah. So fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Definitely have gone down that rabbit hole. Gonna blow mine out too. Hopefully it doesn't get too much smoke there. So there we go. That is our demo on the wax seal. So don't forget. Oh yeah, Heather, refill this one.
Yeah.
Wait for the reveal.
Okay. Oh, ooh, that is gorgeous. Okay,
Look at this
so
one.
diamond dust.
So get out your glitter.
Yeah, look at that. So this is what Heather used, is the diamond dust from Cosmic Shimmer. Look at that. Hold it up closer so they can see the sparkle. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so great ways to use your glitter, your flakes,
Yes.
paints.
Yeah, there is.
Unbelievable. So gorgeous. Well, there we go. So that is the dynamic duo for today, the demo. And don't forget, 25% off Spellbinders until midnight tomorrow night online and until 6 p.m. tomorrow night in store.
Thanks for joining me today, Julia, for Dynamic Duo.
I'm no Nancy, but I think we did pretty good.
I think we're a great duo.
And I think I'm back with you next week too, because Heather and Nancy and Brianna are still gone.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll look at there's something
We
fun
will.
for next week.
We'll definitely do it. Okay, thanks everyone for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
If you want to jump down the rabbit hole of wax seal, come in and talk to Heather and I. Talk to you later. Bye.
Make that